made it to Mount Rainier National Park. Oh my gosh. It is really foggy. I need to slow down. This is so cool. So I'm in Washington for the weekend because I have a race. And I figured, why not stop by Mount Rainier while I'm here? I haven't really explored Washington. This is probably like my second time in the state. I've been to Seattle. That was several years ago, I think, before I even moved to Idaho. But yeah, I figured why not make it a little bit of a longer weekend and explore. So, pulled a solo trip. And here we are. I left at like 5 this morning. But yeah, so this is going to be a video for exploring Mount Rainier and just hiking and running and yeah. But it is very fun, so I'm going to focus on the running. There's like a sign and then there's another sign back here, and it's so green, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm like in the clouds. I love nature, man. I love nature. It's so pretty, and it's just green. Like there's not like a huge view. It's just yeah. Well, that is a freaking mountain. Oh my god. Above the clouds. In the clouds. This is crazy. This is crazy. I think I'm just testing my endurance this weekend. So this is a 10-mile hike, or a little bit under 10 miles. Almost 2,000 feet to gain. So feeling really good, feeling pretty strong. I don't do a lot of training in the trails at the moment, but I feel like I do enough that I can progress fast, maybe. So just power walking, kind of faster pace, or I also just walk fast. But yeah, so that's what this trail is. Tomorrow I would like to do another high elevation gain trail. I might do one closer to North Bend, Washington, and then it's race day on Saturday, half marathon, and that's a downhill race, so that'll just kind of test the impact on my joints and practice downhill running. So yeah, see how my body holds up this weekend, and then I might try and squeeze one in before I leave as well on Sunday, also in North Bend. So yeah, we'll see how this weekend goes, but I'm excited. Cheers to being outside, enjoying the outdoors, and testing our limits. Okay, I got my tent set up. Here we are. Oh. A little red. Anyways, yeah, I got my tent set up. I found a campground. Low-key kind of stressed for a sec. Wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find one, but I wasn't sure if it would, because it was a first come, first serve, and I got here at like 7, but we made it. Just gonna keep setting up, and yeah, it's really nice. Very green, very pretty. And I decided to stay here for 3 nights, and it's only like $30 a night, so a lot cheaper, which is also nice. Yeah. Okay, this is technically my first time camping by myself. Trying to think. I did one overnight. Just pulled off on the side of the road in Idaho and slept on my cot. But this is the first time I'm doing it like at a campsite by myself. Like more prepared with a tent and food and all that. So pretty cool. And just by myself, yeah. And it's kind of weird not having someone to talk to. But it's kind of nice so far. I made tacos. I have a little stove to cook on, heat up food. And I was just planning what hike I want to do tomorrow. So, yeah. I'm pretty tired though. I woke up pretty early. So I think I'm gonna head to bed. And, yeah. See you in the morning. Good morning. It's I think 10 and getting a little run in. It's right outside my campsite, which is nice. But it's warmer than I thought it'd be. But it's okay. Just taking it easy. Even though I sound breathless. Yeah, it's Friday. Race is tomorrow. Campsite's all set up. And joined nature. Journaled this morning. And gonna pick my bib up probably in a couple hours. And yeah, show's on the road. But I'm excited to be here. Talk later. Okay, I just finished 6 miles trail run. Really nice, really beautiful. I think the goal is just to make running fun again, and yeah, I'm feeling really good. I felt really good this morning actually. Felt pretty strong, especially after my hike yesterday. And yeah, so I did that, and then I think I'm gonna meet up with my run club I'm running with the half for tomorrow, later today, and do like a shakeout run. So like 3 miles, put me at 9 miles for the day. And this one was a lot less climbing. So this trail, just mostly focusing on just getting running back in with trails. And then yesterday was more climbing, but less running. So we're kind of just mixing it all in. And then tomorrow's a downhill, so it'll be good, like downhill running practice. I'm like trying to run the whole time. So I'm not really going for a pace. I think I'm just practicing, combining all the different elements. But I'm at a new campsite now. I got moved because I'm staying 3 nights here. And the one I was at, someone's staying Saturday, Sunday. But because I was debating how many nights I wanted to stay when I got here. It was so funny of me that I had no idea where I was going to stay. And I was just praying I would get a campsite. But yeah. So I have a new setup here. And I am also kind of practicing like sleeping on the ground. But I'm using I just got this guy. It's the Nemo switchback sleeping pad. I have like a twin sleeping mattress that I could air up, but I wanted to practice more like sleeping on the ground and running after that and how it is. But yeah, and then my sleeping bag is, I have a Kelty 0 degree bag, which is overkill, but that's the one I have, and I'm not allowed to have like multiple sleeping bags. But this is her. And it is, in my tent's orange, but the bag is actually orange as well. And I just got a pillow. But, you know, it's my setup. And then, yeah. Just fixing that up. There we go. And I really do have an interest in outdoor, or endurance running space. And I don't just mean like marathons, I mean like ultras and trails. That's just where I find myself happiest when I'm running. So I think this strip's just kind of show me, some on my camera, what it kind of entails, I guess, and like pushing yourself in terms of sleeping arrangements, running conditions, different terrains. Hopefully you can hear me. Sorry, I'm probably talking. But yeah, trying that out and seeing that I really do love running, especially on trails. So I'm curious to keep going with the endurance space and maybe see if there's one in my future. But yeah, catch up later. Also, some of the supplements I like to take, just in general for my health. Glutamine, it's been good for my digestion. That's kind of why I started taking it, and gut health. Creatine, really good for recovery, muscle support, strength, performance. I use BPNs. And then also electrolytes, which I also use BPNs. I like their breakdown of their sodium and potassium and calcium. Their distribution of necessary electrolytes. It has like 500 milligrams of sodium. So I'm mixing all of that up. Then I'll have a snack, and then I'm gonna go pick up my race bib and probably hang out in town and just explore, check it out. But I set up my hammock, so I think I'm gonna read for a little bit and then go do that. So yeah, I just want to share kind of what my supplements are and what I'm taking. I saved my Dutch Rose cup for this reason, to mix all my supplements in. And it's yellow because I added a lemonade packet. Make it taste yummy. So it's mango lemonade. Cheers. Also, while we're on fueling, I packed all my food for this because again, I'm camping and I want it to be as cheap as possible. So I have a mini stove, which I might have shown, and then breakfast I pre-made I need to stop eating watermelon. I pre-made overnight oats because I didn't want to have to worry about heating them up. So I pre-made overnight oats from a pack that I have by Purely Elizabeth. It has chia seeds, and I put some more PB Fit in it, and then some like protein drink to make it thicker, mix it up. And then I also brought stuff for tacos because those are really easy, so I pre-packaged and pre-made ground beef so I wouldn't have to cook it while I'm here. I pre-made sweet potato. I brought tortillas. I brought rice cakes. I brought tuna packets because those are really easy to eat and they can stay, they don't need to be cold or anything. Brought lots of fruit, lots of watermelon specifically. Brought some bars, protein bars. So I brought a lot of protein stuff because I'm still trying to get in protein. I'm still figuring out. Okay. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out. Those are just the things that I normally eat anyway, so I just brought what I normally eat. Over time I'll adapt it and learn from what works and what doesn't, especially while camping. Hopefully starting to bring like less and less stuff, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Doing my best out here. We're learning. I'm learning. I feel like my fueling over the years has definitely gotten a lot better. A lot better at eating. I feel like my digestion's just a lot better, so I feel hungry and my cues are on sync. So yeah. That was it. Just figured I'd update you because that's a big part of this, so yeah. Also, I feel like there's a bug on me. I can feel it. Fats, proteins, carbs. That's all it takes. Alrighty. Oh, that down. Okay, it is, I don't know if it's working. Hopefully it's working now. But it's 7:42. I'm just getting back from the meetup with my run club. There's probably like 20 of us doing like the race. Probably 50-50 though, with who's doing the full and who's doing the half. Did a little shakeout run with some of them. Just did 3 miles. So on top of my 6 miles earlier, a little over 6 miles. Because I accidentally stopped and started my watch. And forgot to start it. So it was a little over 6 miles. And that was 3, so I'm a little over 9 miles on the day, which is pretty good. So I'm proud of myself for that. And yeah, so that means got the half tomorrow. But yeah, for the shakeout, I mean, I have been running. I went on a hike yesterday, so like my legs are feeling a little tired, but that was kind of the goal, trying to see what it's like to run on tired legs for a longer distance, and trying to at least stay running. So I'm excited to see how it goes. And I think it'll be good. I felt still pretty good. And they're all fast, so I was able to keep up just fine. Because they were going a little bit faster than what I would call a shakeout run. But they're just a fast group. So yeah, I'm excited. It was good to see everyone and see who's racing. And yeah, now I'm heading back to camp. I'm probably gonna eat a little bit more because they had pizza, but since I don't eat gluten or dairy, I only had 1 slice because usually I can tell, like, in moderation with certain foods, I'm okay. So I had 1 slice, but yeah, I didn't want to go too crazy. Yeah, it was really nice. They got us little stuff to make goodie bags with, like put electrolytes in it, wipes, chapstick. They gave us candy, so a lot of some fun goodies. And yeah, it's an early start time tomorrow. The race starts at 6:30, so I will be up. And it's about a 40-minute drive from my campground, but I'm just gonna say it's 45. And I'm gonna leave around 4:45. So that means I'll get there at 5:30 and I'll have like an hour before the race starts. So yeah, I just want to give myself enough time to get there and not have to worry about parking. And yeah, so I'm excited and we'll see how it goes. And if this is the Jack and Jill race, if you don't know what it is, but it's a Boston qualifier, so there's a lot of people that are trying to Boston qualify. I'm just going for the vibes, just kind of doing it for fun, so I figured why not put an endurance thing on it and just keep running and hiking how I usually do. But throw a half marathon in there, so yeah, I have to keep telling myself I'm doing half marathon. Yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping and I'll see you guys in the morning. Also, here's my camp setup. I don't know if I ever filmed it, to be honest. Good morning, race day. I woke up, honestly, a little later than I wanted to. Not got later than I wanted to. Well, yeah, late. I woke up at like 4:36 to be specific. I was wanting to leave at 4:45. Luckily, I had already grabbed my outfit and everything, and I did leave at 4:45, or like 4:50, because I also need to use the restroom, but I did leave on time. I just need to I just want to make sure I get parking, so I'd rather leave now than worry about like eating, and I still need to brush my teeth. I want to put some makeup on just to look a little more cute. Yeah, so I still need to like get ready. But I'm on the road, and I will get there at 5:38. So not bad. Probably because of all the cars there. But I didn't sleep great, honestly. I tossed and turned what felt like for hours. Like literally, it felt like hours of tossing and turning. And I think it's like at some point it just got like pitch black, and all I could hear, like I could just hear something outside my tent for also what seemed like hours. Like something was out there. It was just crawling around, moving around. I don't even know. But I was like, God, please protect me. So that didn't help me sleeping great. And I'm using a sleeping pad like I showed, so it's, yeah, I'm sleeping more on the flat ground, but that's just kind of what I wanted to mimic. So yeah, I think my legs feel good. Honestly, like I said, kind of got up a little bit faster than I planned. So yeah, we'll see how today goes, but I'm excited. And I think I'm gonna eat when I get there. For my fueling, I've just always used dates, so I'm using dates as my intra fuel during the race. I'll probably eat a banana before. I was debating banana or my overnight oats, but I think I'm going to save that for after the race. And then, we'll see, honestly. Still debating. But yeah, that's my update. See you guys at the race. Hello, I am back home. I'm making sweet potato in the background, so that's what that sound is. I didn't really film much after the race, to be honest. I don't think I filmed anything. Just soaking it in, hang out with everybody that was there since I went with a group to Washington. There was, I think I'd say like 20 people that were there from the run club. A good mix of half and full marathon runners. And it was fun just cheering everyone on until the last one came in. So that was really cool to just go and do. I don't think I've done something like that before, like with a group. So yeah, I ended up PRing in my half, which was really cool. I wrote it down. I wrote down everything so I could go over everything I did, but yeah, I ended up PRing in the half, which I was surprised by. I mean, it was mostly a downhill race, but I just wasn't going to PR, and like I was running on tired legs, but it was such a beautiful course. We were literally running on like the side of a mountain. Like you could see the freeway down below. There goes my AC. Sorry for all the loud noises. But it was just such a beautiful course, and I made the last minute decision to switch to my trail runners because I brought both my road running shoe and my trail running shoe, the last minute I was like, you know, I'm just gonna put the trail runners on, and I am so glad that I did, because the whole course was literally on a trail basically. It was all rock. Like, they said you would be fine in road shoes, but honestly I was so glad I had my trail runners on. My feet just feel so much more comfortable in those. I think because they're zero drop, I run in the Ultra Timp 5s. So there's still a little bit of cushion. It's not a completely flat shoe, but it is a zero drop shoe. So there's no heel elevation, and my heel isn't lifted at all from heel to toe. So I just noticed my feet just feel so much better in those, especially for my, I don't know if I mentioned, but like my big toe on my left foot, which like when it's in that flex position, it can hurt. I noticed it mostly when I run road. So that was just so nice to just see how my trail runners held up. Because I think the longest distance I've done in those was my trail race last year. I did a 15-mile trail race in those. That was the first time I'd worn them. Coming up on a year with them too. So I think it's time I start looking for a new pair, or getting a new pair. I might even go lower and just get the Lone Peaks for Ultra. But I really love Ultras. They're a great running shoe. Yeah, and then I decided not to do anything Sunday. I just kind of wanted to go home. I was ready to go home. So I packed up pretty early and hit the road around 7:30, I think. Yeah, I was happy I camped. I think it was a really cool experience just to see how I do with sleeping on the grounds and just in harsher conditions, you know, where you're not in ideal, like in a hotel, like I didn't shower until I got back. Like I had done all of these, I'd hiked, I'd ran, and I didn't shower until I got back here. So I just wanted to share kind of what my stats were too for the weekend. So Thursday, that was when I got to Washington, when I went to Mount Rainier. I did a 9.01 mile hike with 2,156 feet of climbing gain, elevation gain. So that was Thursday. And then Friday, I did a 6.5 mile trail run. That was around 741 feet of gain. That one I was actually able to run most of. So I'm glad I didn't do like a steeper hike, because I could actually run the whole thing and just kind of get used to running with some gain and loss. So that was really fun, and that one was just fun. I really enjoyed doing that, and it was right next to my campsite, which was super nice. And I posted a little video also of just how that went. And then later that evening, I did a 3.01 mile shakeout run with my running group at like a 9-minute pace. I like felt heavy on that one, but I totaled out to 9.5 miles on Friday. So Saturday, woke up pretty early, and that was when I did the half. So I did, and this is all based on my Strava. I did 13.38 miles Saturday and held an 8:31 pace. So that was pretty cool. I was proud of that. I should be more proud of it than I am even thinking about it now. But yeah, especially on doing those 2 days beforehand. So in total of those 3 days, I was on my feet for 31.9 miles. With almost 3,000 feet of gain in between all of those. So I'm really proud of that. I just really wanted to see how my body would do with endurance, and that honestly felt like conservative still. Like I still felt pretty good. Definitely took the time to rest afterwards the last few days, because it's Wednesday today. And I just want to soak it all in, and I am really proud of that effort. Like I did that. So I do see myself continuing in the endurance space, like I was saying earlier in this video. And I feel like I had a goal earlier this year where I did want to do an ultra or an actual trail race. So I am looking at one in November to do, either in Oregon or in Utah or California. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm happy with how the weekend went, how my endurance held up, and thanks for watching and tuning in, and we'll just see what happens from here. But yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling more rested and recovered. Even thinking of doing a 10-mile trail race this weekend, but the smoke in Boise is really bad right now, so I want to do it, but we'll see if I actually do it. But I think I'm gonna sign up. Yeah. So thanks for watching this week's video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Also, one last thing. I got a medal, and it's actually pretty cool. Here's the medal. And we ran through a tunnel, so it even like opens pretty fancy into the tunnel. Jack and Jill have, definitely recommend.